Hello students, how are you? I hope everything is all right in the life and the energy is going in the right direction. You are doing your homework regularly. Children, we are here, I am here with another video, and in this video we shall be focusing on a new topic, important topic called interference of light. So let us start the proceedings of this video, okay, by the definition of interference. Interference. Children, interference here in this chapter we are concerned with light. We have already done one topic called interference of sound waves, right? So the topic must not be new for you. Children, the literal meaning of interference is basically the disturbance. See, when two light waves are traveling in a medium, they can disturb each other, they can superimpose on each other, okay, in two different ways. That is, I am talking about the interference pattern. Children, as far as the light waves they are concerned, what is the relationship between us and light rays? Our human eye, our eye I am talking about, is able to see the light. The visible range I am talking about, which is the combination of 7 different colors with your, right? As you know very well. Alright? So children, remember, in interference pattern, we shall be having the fringes. Fringes means pattiyan. If you use 7 colors normal white light, we shall have colored interference pattern, colored fringes. Alright? But if we use monochromatic beam of light, monochromatic means single wavelength, only one color. So we shall be having dark bright fringes. Right? Fringes का मतलब पट्टियाँ. Alright? So children, let us start with the definition of interference of light. Interference is the phenomena of superimposition of two light waves on each other and non-uniform distribution of energy. As a result of interference, we shall be having fringes. As I told you, bright, dark, bright, dark, bright, dark. Now, one more thing is important to understand. What is called sustained interference pattern? Children, sustained interference pattern means the bright fringe must be the brightest, the dark fringe must be the darkest. This is very interesting to note. If there is a very minute difference between the brightness and the darkness, our eye will not be able to detect automatically, right? So make dark fringe to be the darkest and bright fringe to be the brightest. Then our pattern is called sustained interference pattern, right? Children, interference is of two types. That is constructive interference and destructive interference. You know very well, constructive interference, as a result of constructive interference, we shall be having the bright fringe, and as a result of destructive interference, we shall be having the dark fringe. Alright? So remember, sustained interference pattern means the bright must be the brightest, dark must be the darkest. Now, the interference is of two types, constructive interference and destructive interference. Alright, let us come to the next point called how to get sustained interference pattern. Children, for the interference pattern, for the interference of light, we require two light waves. If these two waves are produced by two different light sources, okay, they are called coherent sources if they fulfill the following conditions. What are the conditions? 5-6 conditions. Like the two light sources must be close to each other. They must be placed very close to each other. Number 2, they must be very narrow. Number 3, they must emit the light continuously. Number 4, they must emit the light of same frequency, same wavelength. Number 5, finally, there must not be any phase difference between the two light waves. And if some phase difference is there, it has to be constant throughout. So these are the 4 conditions you can write down as far as the coherent sources are concerned. Coherent sources for light. Children, before moving ahead, I wish to tell you one important formula we shall be using in the topic. Right, what is that formula? That formula means the relationship between phase difference and path difference between two waves. Children, I have already written phi is the phase difference, x is the path difference. So phase difference is always equal to 2 pi by lambda into path difference. Remember this formula forever, right? Now children, as far as the two types of interference difference, constructive and destructive, that is I am talking about bright fringe and dark fringe, that is concerned, there is a separate mathematical proof is available. We are not supposed to study because it is not the part of our syllabus. So children, remember, this is an important question for 1 mark. What is the condition for bright fringe or constructive interference pattern? Remember, phi must be 2n pi. I repeat, the phase difference must be 2n pi. N is integer 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Now, if you place the value of phi in this equation, that becomes x is equal to n into lambda, path difference. So remember, the conditions for the two waves to produce bright fringe or constructive interference is phase difference must be 2n pi or path difference must be n into lambda. N is an integer. Similarly, the condition to produce dark interference, destructive interference or dark fringe, phi must be 2n plus 1 pi, and if you place this value in this equation, you will get x is equal to 2n plus 1 lambda upon 2. N is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So, be ready, 1 marker can come on this concept. Alright, let us move ahead. Children, in this chapter, the most important thing now I am going to discuss with you is called Young's double slit experiment, popularly called YDSC. Young was the first scientist to obtain sustained interference pattern in the laboratory. Okay, I repeat, he used monochromatic light. What is the meaning of monochromatic? Monochromatic means single wavelength, one wavelength. And children, for your information, he used yellow light. He used yellow light to produce, for the very first time, sustained interference in the laboratory. Let us talk about the simple arrangement he made. Just see it. This is the original source of light, let it be S, represented by S. This is a slit. This is another two slits. Slits means very small margin, very small hole. Now, a wave front will travel. The wave front will come here, and wave front, it is another wave front. Wave front will come here. Wave front will come here. Children, these two waves, they will superimpose on each other in this region, and they will produce the interference pattern. Let us study the interference pattern at this point called P. Children, remember, what is capital D and what is small d is very important to know in this. Capital D stands for the distance between the sources and the screen. This is the screen. Okay, I repeat, big D and small d. Big D is the distance between the sources and the screen. Small d is the separation between the two slits S1 and S2. Alright, these two slits, they start behaving like fresh sources. So, two light waves, one light wave is called, I should write S1, S1P, other one is called S2P. So, these are the two light waves which will produce interference pattern. Children, in this YDSC, we have to follow the two steps. In step number 1, we are supposed to find out the path difference between the two waves. Naturally, path difference X, S2P minus S1P, because this line, the length of this line is larger as compared to S1P. So the path difference between the two waves becomes equal to S2P minus S1P. Children, how to find out this value? So in order to find out these two values, we are supposed to use two right angle triangles. The one right angle triangle is PB, let it be called, okay, what is called Y? See the diagram. Y is taken as the distance of this point P from the midpoint. Children, this is a D by 2, this is another D by 2. Alright? So, using the right angle triangle, what is called PAS1 and POS2. These two right angle triangles will be used just to find out S2P minus S1P. And I have written X will be equal to Y into small d upon big D. I repeat, you can forget everything. Just forget everything. Remember forever. Just remember forever. From the two right angle triangles, I make right angle triangle number 1 is this one. This is 1. This is the right angle triangle, and another one is, this is the 1, and this is going to be the 2. This is going to be the 2. That is, I repeat, PAS1 and POS2. These are the two right angle triangles. Anyway, just remember, X will be equal to Y into small d divided by big D. This is the path difference, an important equation coming out for the path difference. Right? Now, how to find out, how to proceed further, we shall be discussing all these details in the next video. Okay? Thank you so much.